Well, the time is here, guys. Call of Duty versus Battlefield is a thing once again. Now that we actually have some gameplay footage for Battlefield, we can actually talk about what to expect between Call of Duty 2021 and Battlefield 2042. But please, for the love of God, let's try to not be super toxic and start a big-ass war in the comments section, and let's try to keep it civil. The truth is, some COD fans suck, and some Battlefield fans suck too. Alright, let's just suck together. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's the boy Fully, and I'm bringing you guys another video right here on Black Ops Cold War. And today we're finally talking about Battlefield 2042 and COD Vanguard that's coming out later this year, and how well they're going to be matching up this year specifically. But before we get into anything, make sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers. Please help your boy out. Let's hit that milestone, and let's get right into it. Alrighty, guys, before we get into this, like I said, let's try not being too toxic today. Alright, let's try to keep everything civil. Now, there's some truth in what I'm about to say right now, alright, guys? It's really no secret that the last few years of COD haven't been really that good, and apparently, according to a lot of Battlefield fans, the last couple of years of Battlefield also haven't been that good. Now, I wouldn't know that to be completely true, only because I didn't really get the chance to play Battlefield 5, but I definitely heard some not so good things about it. And again, the exact same thing can be said about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 and Call of Duty Cold War. I think it's also safe to say that with the reveal of Battlefield 2042 that came out a little less than a week ago, the overall hype for Battlefield is definitely, and I think a lot of people could agree, whether you're a COD fan or a Battlefield fan, I think everybody could agree, the hype for Battlefield 2042 seems to be a lot better than the hype for COD Vanguard. Now, because my channel's mainly focused in COD, it might seem like I'm pretty biased towards Call of Duty only, but if you've been keeping up with my channel at all over the last few months especially, I actually do have some criticism about Modern Warfare 2019 especially, and Call of Duty Cold War, because neither of those two games have been great by any means, in my opinion at least. I mean, you could ask anybody who's been watching this channel for a while now. I am the last person to be a COD cockrider, but at the same time, I'm not going to be heavily favoring Battlefield, because the truth is, I don't have a lot of experience in Battlefield, so I can't really speak to it too highly. Now, one of the biggest questions on everybody's mind this year is this finally the year that Battlefield kills Call of Duty? Now, if you completely hate COD, then you would hope that the answer is yes, but truthfully, the answer is most likely not. Alright, again, I'm not saying this as a COD cockrider. I actually really hate the fact that Call of Duty gets completely incredible sales every single year, no matter what kind of basura they put out. Basura means garbage, of course. But the honest truth is that Call of Duty is probably still gonna outsell Battlefield, unfortunately, for a lot of people. And I'd say that's almost entirely due to Warzone, which, again, as a multiplayer COD fan, I don't really like that, but it's just the way it is, you know? So that's not really an argument here. I don't think Battlefield is gonna kill COD. However, there is a lot of COD fans who are on the fence, especially after these last 2 years. Now, just because Call of Duty is most likely gonna outsell Battlefield does not mean Battlefield is a worse game than COD, because honestly, at this year especially, I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. There's a lot of poor rumors going on about Call of Duty Vanguard, and there's a lot of great rumors coming out about Battlefield. Again, neither of those two games are out yet, so we can't really say for certain right now, but now we finally have gameplay footage of Battlefield 2042. And for Call of Duty Vanguard, which has been getting a lot of criticism lately, especially after these last 2 years of Call of Duty, we unfortunately have rumors of nothing other than this game is going to be complete shit stains. And that's honestly just the truth. The people who reported that Cold War was going to be ass are the same people who are saying that Vanguard is going to be even worse. Now, I'm not sure why Call of Duty keeps on releasing every single year. I'm sure if they didn't release every single year, then maybe Vanguard would stand a better chance in this aspect. But in terms of quality, it does seem like Battlefield might have the upper hand. Now, again, I'm just doing this based off the eye test, so a lot of the Joe COD goo cheaters, if you get mad at that, I'm saying it's not the case right now, but it looks like it could be. That's all I'm saying. Now, I know it kind of sounds like I'm shitting all over COD right now, and I'm not really giving COD the benefit of the doubt, but there is a really big positive about Vanguard that not a lot of people are really talking about, and that's the fact that Vanguard is going to be on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019's engine, which, even if you're one of the bigger Modern Warfare 2019 haters, aka me, a lot of us can very highly appreciate Modern Warfare's engine, because truth be told, no matter matter how ass the gameplay actually was and how poorly it was developed by Joe COD of all people, the feel of that game, movement, mechanic wise, gunplay wise, all on that engine was incredibly clean. And no joke whatsoever right now, guys, I think that's the best engine that COD has ever had. And for us to go back to it, I'm actually really happy about that. So we see Battlefield's footage and we compare that to Modern Warfare 2019's gameplay and engine, and now that talk of quality is actually a little closer than you might think. Now personally, me as a COD fan, I am personally still giving that edge to Battlefield by a very small margin though. I'm not saying that Battlefield is gonna blow COD out of the water. I would never say that, honestly. But in terms of quality and gameplay, it all depends on your style of gaming. Now I know there's a lot of people who really love Modern Warfare 2019 and they'll do anything for Joe COD. I'm talking they'll eat Joe COD's gooch for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, extra dessert. Like, you absolutely love the addition of doors and no dead silence. And maybe if Battlefield 2042 has a bunch of doors and a bunch of 25-story buildings, you might actually like that game over the next COD. And I know I'm taking light jabs at Call of Duty fans right now, but that's honestly the truth. You might actually enjoy Battlefield a little bit more this year. So overall, in terms of sales, I think Call of Duty is still gonna have the edge by a lot, probably. In terms of overall quality of gameplay, I think that really does depend on your style of gameplay. That matchup, it could go either way. It could go Battlefield, it could go COD. It's really kind of balanced in that way. But now there's one last thing that we haven't really talked about, and that's gonna be the overall decision making of the developers and the company behind both games. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, this time around, I definitely think Battlefield is gonna be heavily favored compared to COD. Now, we're gonna get into SBMM in a minute, but first I want to talk about the monetary decisions that come out of these two companies. And when it comes to COD and Activision, it's not so good. Now, this is where I feel like some Joe COD gooch eaters could actually get a little upset with me. And I see this right here, guys. All of these bundles, where most of these range anywhere between $15 and $25 for a couple of guns, a couple of operators, and some stickers and shit like that, car horns like I always say. This is where I really think Activision messed up, focusing a lot more on making these dumbass bundles, a lot of weird stuff in it, rather than focusing on the core issues with their multiplayer and a lot of the complaints that the community has been having, whether it's about SBMM, whether it's about weapon tuning, whether it's about map design and the quality of our content, especially when we talk about anti-cheat and Warzone, which honestly they do a pretty poor job of addressing or actually fixing. And I feel like that's pretty much due to the fact that they're focused so much on making a quick dollar, whether it be from the battle pass or one of these horrible bundles. And don't worry, I'm not incredibly naive. I understand EA DICE also doesn't have a very good track record. And yes, I'm aware that EA, especially EA Sports, especially in FIFA, has a horrible track record when it comes to monetary decisions. But I feel like EA DICE, who are mostly in control of Battlefield, I think they do a better job than Activision when it comes to these monetary decisions that they make. Now, Activision most certainly, if they really wanted to, could pour a shit ton of money into resources into making their games a lot better and to make the player experience much better. But they choose not to, and now we get into the biggest part, and that is SBMM. Alright, I know a lot of people are wondering what I think about SBMM in COD Vanguard and compared to Battlefield. And the truth is, if the SBMM is as thick as it is in Modern Warfare 2019 and Cold War in COD Vanguard, then Vanguard might be in some serious trouble when it comes to player experience. And I'm not talking about Joe COD's dumbass percentage that he said a while ago. Oh, actually, 90% of all players actually prefer SBMM. No. I'm talking realistically, common sense here in the real world. We fucking hate SBMM. Yet it's a very prominent feature in the last two CODs. And because of that, the player experience has been very poor. Now, I'm actually hearing that Battlefield 2042 is going to implement SBMM as well. So truthfully, I don't know what to think. And honestly, if both games have some heavy, sweaty SBMM, I'm taking my dumbass over to Nintendo. And I'm going to play Mario vs. Rabbids or whatever the hell they just announced. That concoction of a game, I'd rather play that shit. Jokes aside, I'm obviously not going to do that. But truthfully, if both games have SBMM and it's as strict as it has been the last 2 years in COD, I don't know what to do. But if both games are going to have SBMM, then a lot of people are going to view both games negatively in that aspect. Then that's where it comes down to a tiebreaker such as the player experience, the overall quality, the monetary decisions by the developers. And that's where I feel like most FPS fans would probably heavily prefer Battlefield over COD this year. So to summarize summarize this entire video up, no, I don't think Call of Duty is gonna die to Battlefield. I think Call of Duty is still gonna beat Battlefield in sales, absolutely. In terms of the overall gameplay and the quality of the gameplay, it's a bit more of a toss-up because there's some great positives on both sides, but then when it finally comes to the overall player experience and the decisions made by the devs on both sides, personally I do feel like Battlefield probably does have the upper hand. And again, no matter what opinion you have, let's try to not be super toxic. I know these videos always get incredibly toxic, so it's kind of inevitable. No matter what opinion you have, let's try to keep it civil. Remember, at the end of the day, we all love FPS games, and we're not even talking about Halo yet, because when you add that into the mix, truthfully, it's a great year for FPS players. So like I said, guys, no matter which side you're on, as fans, let's suck together. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Overall, experience-wise, who do you think is taking the cake, alright? Again, let's not be toxic today. Let's try not to start a war. Do you think COD players are going to have a better experience playing their game this year? Or do you think Battlefield fans are going to have a better experience this year? As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's try to get as close to 1,000 subscribers as humanly possible. And, yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here.
It's been a very long time since the weekend. It's been a very long time and I'm weak. It's been a very long time since you seen me. Don't know why.